NBA 2K wants you to do the impossible. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to get into the NBA 2K League, you have to be putting on all your efforts in the NBA 2K19 as it was in NBA 2K18. And they want you to do it again, but this time you have to qualify. You have to win 100 games, and your win percentage needs to be at least 50%. Now, last year I got into the NBA 2K League Combine, you know, that thing in February, and you were able to use multiple builds and everyone usually had the same type of build. All of them were standardized, 90 overall, same couple of badges, no badges at Hall of Fame, things like that. Obviously, you know, same height, same weight, everything was standardized. And that's what I'm trying to get into this year, because I just want to try a couple of builds this year. And obviously NBA 2K19, the VC prices are way more expensive to upgrade your player, and you still got to buy everything for each player. So I'm not making as much builds as I was last year, even though technically I do have 3 builds already, and I have and still trying to make this pure sharpshooter and upgrade this pure sharpshooter soon. So I'll probably have 4 builds by the time the NBA 2K draft combine even starts. But what they want you to do is kind of crazy, because some things in this game just do not work. Now, for example, like I already made the video about Arena Pro-Am and how long it takes, or how difficult it can be to get into Arena Pro-Am, because you might have to go to Foot Locker. Some people might be unable to connect. Some people might be in their own arena. That already has its own problems. But, and it's gonna sound kind of redundant when I say this, this has been a problem from day one with the Jordan Rec Center. Now, the Jordan Rec Center, a lot of people were hyped because they were getting it back, because they believed that you could walk around in the Jordan Rec, pick a squad, or pick a couple people to get got next with. It'll be better because it's basically walk-on Pro-Am, but like park style. And people were kind of hyped to get or wear their, you know, their park clothing on Jordan Rec. I don't know why, but people, that's what they thought Jordan Rec was gonna be this year. Unfortunately, it's not that. And Jordan Rec is the Jordan Rec from I believe, what is it, 2K16, or yeah, 2K16, to where it's actually not that great, or maybe it was 2K17. But the Jordan Rec Center, listen, it's not the same as it was. I don't even like the way it is right now, because there's no reason to see any other courts. I'd rather have it be like walk-on Pro-Am from 2K18. That worked fine, and that was the most Pro-Am I played walk-on wise in any 2K. Now, because Jordan Rec Center back in the day wasn't always perfect, and it took a long time to get into games and was laggy, so it was like but last year, walk-on Pro-Am, that game was great. 2K17's Pro-Am was good too, but I feel like 2K18 was more efficient. You know, matchmaking was decent. Sometimes you got into the walk-on and it immediately put you in a game. You could shoot around in walk-on Pro-Am last year. That was great. I believe you can see some people's overall sometimes, but most of the time, walk-on Pro-Am last year, it worked efficiently, man. This year, you get into Jordan Rec, you press the Jordan Rec button, and it takes a long time. And from the start of NBA 2K19, people weren't able to get into Jordan Rec Center games. People always ask, Waffle, how are you getting into Rec Center games? How do you get into Rec Center games? It takes forever. We can never get in. And I always told people, if you want to get into a Jordan Rec Center game, you need 5 players usually, man. I mean, 4 players sometimes works, but you need 5 players in a squad just to get in. If you want to get that Jordan Rec game quick, like within a minute, you gotta have 5 players, because once it has 5 players, the matchmaking will start immediately. And think about this, right? Unlike walk-on Pro-Am from last year, and the same thing could be said for Arena Pro-Am, a Pro-Am match will not start this year unless you have all 5 real human players. So unless you got 5 players in there, it's not starting the match. Last year in walk-on Pro-Am, even if you had a 3 versus 3, eventually, if you didn't get, a full 5-on-5, it would start the match. If you had 9 players in there, it would start the match and it would be 5-on-4. That's the way it was back in 2K18. which in some cases it might not be that bad because, you know, some people are selfish. Sometimes, you know, some games it's cool to have like a little 3v3 in the walk-on pro-am because it's like, okay, it's still competitive in a way. Sometimes it wasn't competitive, obviously, but it's just a different feeling to have a 3v3 with some AI on the team and stuff like that. And it kind of presents a different type of challenge, you know. Sometimes everybody on your team quits in walk-on pro-am last year and you're the only one left. Not really the same this year because mainly since people don't get into a lot of Jordan Rec games anyways, they mainly stay in the whole match this year. But like I said, it is a problem still that happens in the game. And listen, the last couple of games, the last couple of days actually, I've been wanting to play 2K. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2, still trying to beat the game, probably beat it tonight. But I've been wanting to play NBA 2K19 and I've been wanting to grind my builds. You know, because I'm still a 90 overall lockdown defender. I'm so close to getting Hall of Fame pickpocket and defensive stopper. But I don't want to play my career, man. Like, I'm sick of playing my career. I didn't play my career in 2K18. I don't want to play my career this year. I probably don't ever want to play my career again. I just don't care. I just don't even care about it, man. I don't care about playing. I just like having funness in my life. And that's why I want to play Jordan Rec. Especially when my full squad's not here because we usually play only Arena Pro-Am when we have a full squad. So going into Jordan Rec is really the only option to me because sometimes park games take a while to get in because of the God Next spot, because people don't want to play with certain builds and certain overalls, and there's all that stuff going on in the park. But Jordan Rec was supposed to be a place like Walk-On Pro-Am last year where I could just hop in, matchmake immediately, get into a game, get a whole bunch of you know, my points for finishing and doing a great performance, and then that's it. But this year, and it's still not fixing the game, it just doesn't work, man. If you go in there, if you go into the Jordan Rec Center by yourself, I'm telling you, 80 to 90% of the time, you'll probably not get a match, man. And for the past week, I've literally been doing this to where I've been the only person going in, and the match will never start. You might get 3 people in there, then after a while, 1 person leaves, then you're like, I gotta back out. Sometimes you might get 4 people in there, hopefully, and the match still will not find a 5th player because it's waiting for that 5th player to find. And I feel like it's looking for very specific builds sometimes, or very specific positions to fit the lineup, and it just doesn't work out. And what I've noticed is that once you get into a Jordan Rec Center or matchmaking for Jordan Rec Center, you can't quit, you can't back out until a certain time limit or until the game allows you to back out. And it wasn't like that back in 2K18, which is weird that 2K kind of regressed. I mean, this time you get to see your teammates overall, and you get to see their record, which is, I guess it's okay, right? But I don't really care about that because I don't really care who I play. If the records are very overrated anyways, because someone can have an ass record and be still playing solid, and someone can have a really good, you know, good record and be selling the whole game. But in the end, 2K19 has regressed from Walk-On Pro-Am, man. Jordan Rec Center takes too long to matchmake. Sometimes you will never matchmake, like the past week for me, and then it won't allow you to quit. Walk-On, you could quit immediately if you didn't, you know, want to wait any longer or you didn't like what you saw. And then there's no shoot around, so you can't shoot around, you can't do none of that. You're just entering and waiting there, sitting there for all that time. At least in 2K18, if you were waiting, you had something to do if you wanted to just shoot some shots and stuff like that. This year, it's not the case, man. But anyways, man, they expect you to win 100 Pro-Am games and have a 50% record. And Arena Pro-Am is buggy when players are trying to enter it. Jordan Rec Center doesn't even matchmake properly unless you have a full 5 group, or maybe at least 4. Like, come, listen, man, they expect you to do a lot when this game is not properly working. But anyways, man, leave a like for more. I'm out for now. Peace.